morning, everybody. Listen, it's Saturday morning. What are y'all doing today? I'm going to spend my day probably baking. So what I'm going to do today is two different types of pretzels. The first one is going to be a chocolate covered pretzel, of course in white chocolate. And then I'm going to do the pretzels with the Rolo on top of it. So let's go ahead and get started. And I've just got, just the regular pretzels like that right there. Okay, and then I've got a little bowl of white chocolate chips I'm going to put in the microwave. Listen, when you are melting chocolate in the microwave, don't put it in there for a minute or two and walk off and leave it. I'm guilty of burning so many chocolate chips. I'll put it in there and put it, press a minute and walk away, come back, and it's burnt chocolate. It's like hard and crusty and burnt and smoking. So I put it in for about 30 seconds and then I go check it and stir it and all that. And I keep doing that until it's done. Usually it takes maybe twice. So 30 seconds, take it out, stir it up, put it back in there again for 20 to 30 more seconds, and it should be good. All right, and while that's going, I've got my oven heating to 400 because we got to put our pretzels in there and get them, nice and toasty so our Rolos will melt. So I've got my little baking sheet here. And you just want to place them on there. There's some in there. I'm not going to make a ton, but I'll make however many Rolos I have. I think there's 10 in there, I'm not sure. Let me check my chocolate. Go up here and give it a stir. All right, it is melting. So let's see, I think there's 10 Rolos in this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Maybe there's 8, I don't know. Let's just open them and see. I'm probably gonna do this step next because I need to get my white chocolate things done while the chocolate's melted. Just giving it a stir. I'm gonna put it back in there again for about 15 seconds. And that should be good to go. So let me get some more pretzels out here that we're gonna dip. I don't want the broken ones, I want the ones that are pretty. All right. All right, this is good and melted, and I just used white chocolate chips. You can use whatever you want. You can use chocolate chips, or, caramel, that would be good. Just whatever you want, but I am going to use white chocolate. All right, so let's get started. Now all you do is you just dip these. How hard is that? You just dip them however you want to dip them. You can do the whole thing or just half like I'm doing. I'll probably do a few of them, the whole thing. But for right now, I'm just going to do half. And you can put sprinkles on these or drizzle it with, I I don't know, anything you want, just make it your own. I just wanted to give you a little holiday baking idea in case you forgot about the pretzels. Okay, I'm gonna do the whole thing on this one, just to see what it's gonna look like. You know what, hold on. It's easier if you use a fork and let that chocolate like drip through. You don't want it really, really thick like I've got it. Y'all know everything I do is trial and error. Everything I do. Pull these back so you can see what I'm doing here. All right. And when that's drizzled off, I'm gonna slap it back on there like that. And then, like I said, you just do these over and over. So that's all there is to doing your chocolate covered pretzels. Or you could even just drizzle them if you want them to look pretty. Not with that much, of course, but well, I messed that one up, so we'll drizzle a different one. And y'all know me, there's probably an easier way to do this, I don't know, but if there is, I don't know it. Oh goodness. So anyway, there's a few completely covered pretzels. And like I said, let's try this drizzle thing again. I'm gonna have to go up here and melt this again. Like I said, you can just drizzle them if you want to do that. The oven's ready for the other pretzels. Oh, that's pretty. Just drizzle them a little bit with the white chocolate. So you can do any way you want. So there's that. I'm gonna put these over here and finish them in just a minute. I don't want to keep y'all long for doing things that you probably already know how to do. I guess y'all know what just happened. My pretzels fell. My pretzels fell everywhere. Oh. All right. Now let's do these. Like I said, I'll finish that in just a minute. Okay, now let's do this. Y'all look today. I'm sorry. It's only like 7 o'clock in the morning or so. Anyway, so we've got our pretzels laid out, and I'm gonna put a Rolo on top of each one. And again, I got my oven heating to 400. It's actually ready. So just put a Rolo on each one of these. You can do this with Ritz crackers too. That's really good. Lousy day. Let me open the whole pack here. I always do things the hard way until I figure out the easy way. Y'all know this about me. I just can't help it. I just can't help it. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is put this in the oven for about, I don't know, 2 to 3 minutes. And when the Rolos start melting, I'm going to pull them out and I'm going to put the tops on. And I'm just going to put it on top and I'm just going to squish it down. You don't have to put one on top if you don't want to, but that's just how I do it. So there they are. Let's let them get warm. Never made such a mess with the pretzels. That is not unlike me. All right. Hold on, y'all. Bring these back over. Let me bring these back over. I'm gonna have to go melt this chocolate again. Give me just a second. Okay, we have got it remelted. Now, let's do this again. I'm gonna drizzle some more because I like, excuse me, I like how those look. Won't you just drizzle? Not to mention it's easier to do. All right, let me check these. They're ready. Hold on. Now see, that quick on those pretzels and Rolos. So let me show you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take one of these other hot ones that don't have anything on it, and I'm gonna put it on top of that one and squish it down, and it just melts all together. Ouch. And you can actually dip these in chocolate as well if you wanted to, or I don't know, just do whatever you want. Like I said, make it your own. These are very hot, so be careful. Woo. But I like how it comes up through the little cracks and crevices of the pretzel when you push it down and it melts it all together. And like I said, you can take it a step further and dip these as well if you wanted to. I'm not going to, but you can. Let me show you what I've got here. That's it. So you've got your salty, your chocolate, your caramel, your crunch. So, those are going to be good. So those are done. All right, and I'm just going to get back to dipping my chocolate covered pretzels, and later on today I'm going to do a snack food idea for you guys, so stay tuned. And again, if you're not subscribed or following, if you would do that, I would greatly appreciate it. So stay tuned for some snack foods and some more holiday baking. Thank y'all for watching. Bye, y'all.